Well, it's about my little brother. And so I haven't really told anybody outside of my immediate family about this, but I'm the one who found my little brother. And he had been sick for a while. And that morning, my sister was with me. And that morning, before I found him, she and I had gone to church. And it wasn't our church. It was a church of a former classmate of ours, because he had suffered from addiction. My little brother overdosed, and he had suffered from addiction. And so he was having a class. My sister and I saw his post on Facebook, and we went to church that morning to talk to our former classmate and to see if my brother David would like to go to the class. So we saw him, and we saw his little brother who was in my class. And it was good to talk to people who were going through this, who had been through this, and who had conquered it. We decided that yes, this was going to be a great class for David, and we're going to go get him. Well, when we went to get him, that's when I found him. And as you can imagine, it was very difficult. And once I kind of accepted that, knowing, like I said, it's for me, my faith is beyond just, I believe, like I know that I will see him again. And I know that it will be, in the whole scheme of things, sooner rather than later, and that he's at peace and not in pain anymore. So I try to not be judgmental, because the people that you meet, when no one wakes up and says, I'm going to be a drug addict today, I'm going to be an alcoholic today, I'm going to any addiction, I'm going to gamble my house away today. No one wakes up thinking that. You don't think that as a little kid, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to lose my home to a gambling addiction, or he didn't have all these things. But I'm just saying that people go through so many things. And when I was helping my brother, I met so many people, and it changes my perspective on things and how God works. I lost my little brother. God could use that experience to maybe warn other people. So what I've been doing is like going to this prison to speak to the inmates there, who are there for like selling drugs, and some are there for using, but mostly for dealing, and just sharing David's story with them. I was scared. I was invited by one of the therapists who was trying to help David, and my whole family was invited, but all of us are dealing with his death differently. I'm the only one who went, and I wasn't able to go. I don't think they were ready to go yet. And I went and I shared, and I didn't prepare. I just, I prayed, but I didn't prepare what I was going to say. And when I went up there and I spoke to them, the response that I got, like the individual stories, because, it was a male prison. So it was guys being tough and, not really caring. But I had people were crying, and then they were telling me about how they lost their brother and how they lost their mom and what's going on with their sister right now and all these things. And like, they were like just in tears. And, I remember just thanking God for giving me the words to say to them. I asked the Holy Spirit to guide my words when I spoke to them. And it was, I've done that twice now. He's been gone for a couple of years, so I go back once a year. I didn't go this year because of COVID, but God just gave me the words, and hopefully, prayerfully, that even it touched one person and made a difference in one person's life, then that's what I asked God for. And I think David would be proud of that.